proud to broadcast high school athletics
online
from Portland's West Side.
We are West Side Mobile Media,
Banks, Oregon.
Banks Braves High School Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, presented by Jason Bond Remodeling, brought to you by Andy McNabb Allstate, Banks Post Newspaper, Chris Ressick of Edward Jones Financial Forest Grove, EconoFab Pole Buildings, Jason Bond Remodeling, Jim's Market, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, LaHaye's Custom Embroidery of Hillsborough, Main Street Pizza, Northside Rock, Oregon Army National Guard, Oregon Coffee Roaster, Sarah Hesselman Keller Williams Realty, Scoggins Creek Coffee, Shannon Jennings Insurance, Specialty Screen Printing, Tenente's Pizza, Terry Powell American Family Insurance, and Wana Credit Union. Now here's the voice of Westside Mobile Media, Trevor Beard, alongside color analyst Jonathan Lee.
The music. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's home opener for the Banks Lady Braves for the 2021 volleyball season. The OSAA requests that you model good sportsmanship by refraining from derogatory cheers, chants, or behavior towards students, coaches, officials, or other spectators. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct relating to race, gender, age, color, national origin, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion will not be tolerated. Such conduct may subject the violator to removal from the event and result in penalties assessed against your school. Any spectator removed from this event may be banned from attending future interscholastic events. Speak out if you see inappropriate behavior by immediately notifying event management staff. The OSAA and the Banks community are committed to a welcoming environment that promotes fair play and respect for all, and expect the same from each of you here tonight. We request your cooperation in supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Together, we can provide a safe and respectful environment for all. Now let's meet the players for both teams, starting with the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers. Number 1, Flavia Miuzzi. Number 3, Kendall Vickers. Number 5, Ellie Mitchell. Number 6, Kaya Ellis. Number 7, Natalie Frey. Number 8, Nora Lisagang. Number 9, Adele Petratus. Number 10, Dorothy Adair. Number 13, Kaylee Williams. And number 15, Cecilia Petratus. The Tigers are coached by Quinn Takashima. Now for your home team, the Banks Lady Braves. Number 1, a junior setter, Taylor Van Icken. Number 2, a junior setter, Haley Evans. Number 3, a junior defensive specialist, Katie Rains. Number 31, a senior defensive specialist, Riley Emra. Number 5, a senior defensive specialist, Riley Stanley. Number 6, outside hitter, senior Naya Johnson. Number 7, sophomore defensive specialist, Ava Bogroff. Number 8, junior middle blocker, Hayden Rockwell. Number 9, junior middle blocker, Alex Saunders. Number 10, junior middle blocker, Madison Walker. Number 4, sophomore outside hitter, Jocelyn Janisek. Number 11, junior outside hitter, Madison Bigsby. And number 13, a senior defensive specialist, Sierra Jackson. The Braves are coached by Stephanie Wayne and assisted by Diana Herb. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem.
Proudly we hail at the twilight.
And we're back and just about set for the first serve for tonight's match. And get Lady Tigers will be in their black uniforms, orange lettering and tigers across the chest, orange numerals, both with white outline, orange lettering across the back, no names, just numerals with tigers between the shoulders, and orange numbering with white outline, orange and white stripe at the bottom of the jerseys, black shorts. Lady Braves will be in their white jerseys with navy blue numerals on the back and front. Braves on the back in navy blue with Vegas gold outline, navy blue sleeves with navy blue trim along the sides of the jerseys, and black shorts except for the libero, number 3, Katie Raines, the junior defensive specialist. Banks High School home gym runs east and west. Banks will be on the west end of the court to start tonight's match. Best 3 out of 5, with each set going to 25 points. Point is awarded each serve. Braves new head coach Stephanie Wayne trying to pick up her first win after losses last week to Malala and Corbett. Got swept at Malala, did manage one set victory at Corbett. Happy birthday to starter Nia Johnson, who turns 18 today. Jonathan Lee's photo up on the screen. He will not be joining us for a lot of volleyball matches, but will be joining us when he can. He'll be joining us on Fridays and Saturdays for broadcasts, maybe with us at Forest Grove on Saturday. Want to thank all of our sponsors for joining us this year. Presenting sponsor Jason Bond Remodeling, pregame sponsor Jim's Thriftway. Also Sarah Hesselman, Keller Williams Realty, Andy McNabb, Allstate of North Plains. Lady Braves will start with the serve across the way to the home side of the court on the south side. The serving will be Katie Raines. First serve is just long. The first point of the match is awarded to the Lady Tigers. Serving for the Tigers, number 10, Dorothy Adair. Short, popped up near side by Walker, and we're going to get a hitting error on the Braves, and back-to-back points for the Tigers to start the match, leading 2-0. The serve from Adair, dug out by the Braves. Returned by Evans. Too much mustard on her hot dog at lunchtime, and that's going to go beyond the end line. And Yamhill-Carlton with the first 3 points of the match. Serve from Adair. Back row popped up by Janicek. And Walker mistimed the jump that time on the kill attempt and nailed it right into the center of the net. First 4 belong to the Lady Tigers. Serve from Adair. Middle of the court, again back row, Janicek. Diving effort from Evans, but returned just wide near the far side officials stand, and Yamhill-Carlton with the first 5 points. Adair serving all the way back from the east end line, from the basketball end line. Janasek off the dig from Emra. Lady Braves come up with a clean return this time. That Yamhill-Carlton returned, and it's going to be off of Janasek, out of bounds near the Braves bench, down below to our right, and Yamhill-Carlton with a 6-0 lead. Dare moves over to the middle and right in front of the end line. Van Aken return finally for the first point for the Lady Braves. Nice job to find a hole in the near side of the Yamhill-Carlton defense along the front row, and it's 6-1. Lady Braves with their first point of the match. Serve from Nia Johnson. Yamhill-Carlton return blocked by Haley Evans. And that's going to be back-to-back points for the Lady Braves, now trailing 6-2. First set, home opener for the Banks Lady Braves. OSAA 4A volleyball, and the serve that time from Nia Johnson. Soft as a feather, and too soft, in fact, barely got to the bottom of the net. And side out back to the Tigers, leading 7-2. Nora Lisa-Gang serving from the near side, well beyond the server's line. Emra comes up, nearly had a hitting error. Sierra Jackson on the return, and Yamhill-Carlton with some issues on offense, popped up to the right by the right side. Number 3, Kendall Vickers, but well short, intended for, I believe, Natalie Frey, and Lady Braves with the point in the side out, trailing 7-3. And that time the serve from Haley Evans too long, and Yamhill-Carlton gets a point back, leading 8-3. And the serve from the Lady Braves, late whistle. I think it went into the bottom of the net. Either way, it's a point for Yamhill-Carlton. We have a timeout, Banks. First set, 3A Yamhill-Carlton 9, Banks 3. We'll take our first commercial break and be back in just a moment.
Thinking about updating your kitchen or bath? James Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CPB number 227733.
And we're back following the timeout from the Lady Braves, serving for Yamhill-Carlton. Number 7, Natalie Frey. Center of the court, mishit by Jackson. Evans dives near the bleachers, far side, but can't keep it in play, and it's 10-3 Yamhill-Carlton. Serve from Frey, this time picked up by Emra. Evans, far side to Johnson. Popped up by the Lady Tigers. Adair returned by Kaylee Williams. Evans sets up Walker for the kill, and hopefully that will get the team fired up and make a rally with a big kill there from Madison Walker. Now 10-4, Braves trailing, getting the side out. And the side out did not last long as Yamhill-Carlton gets the ball back, gets the side out and the point back, leading 11-4. Kendall Vickers from center of the court, well beyond the back line. Jackson, the return, and just long, 12-4. Yamhill-Carlton with an 8-point lead. Serve from the Lady Tigers, dug out by the Braves. Jackson not enough that time into the center of the net, having some issues judging her power. And Yamhill-Carlton with another point, leading 13-4. Serve from the Tigers, Jackson to Evans, center of the front line. Returned by Saunders. Yamhill-Carlton gets it back across. Evans far side, sets up Van Aken to Saunders. Just misses the back line, 14-4, and it's all Lady Tigers here early in the first set. Vickers again serving, this time from the far side. Dug out by the Braves, returned. Ellis. Back across by the Tigers, dug out by the Braves. Evans sets up Janasek, and we're going to get a hitting error, I think a lift on Jocelyn Janasek, and it's 15-4. Serve from YC, Jackson to Evans. Center of the court sets up Saunders for the point in the far back right corner. Actually, I think they got a tip from Kaya Ellis, side out back to the Braves, trailing 15-5. Riley Stanley will serve for the Lady Braves. Back row dug out by Ellis, the libero. Returned by the Tigers, and I think it's down the line far side. Side out back to YC, leading 16-5. Serve from YC by Miuzzi. Evans. Returned by Rockwell. For the Braves, way too much that time from Kendall Vickers, and the Lady Braves get a point back, trailing 16-6 after that one is returned well beyond the end line. Van Aken the serve, far side dug out by Vickers. Return, but right there for the block is Alex Saunders, catching YC off guard, and the Braves are within 9, trailing 16-7. Van Aken's serve this time is short, but makes it across. Yamhill-Carlton ready for it, and we're going to get a hitting error on the Braves and a point back to Valley Catholic, regaining the 10-point lead at 17-7. Kaya Ellis far side, near the right low block for basketball, and this serve is well long by about 2 feet, and side out back to the Braves, trailing 17-8. Saunders to serve, center of the key. Dug out by Ellis, near side for the Tigers. Returned by Adair. Long, but I think making the touch was Taylor Van Aken. And the side out back to the Tigers, back to a 10-point advantage at 18-8. Serve from Adair, and communication issues between Stanley and Katie Rains, and causes a hitting issue. Yamhill-Carlton now a 19-8 lead. Serve from the Tigers, and again, Riley Stanley not getting positioned properly and nearly pinned the ball between her chest and her chin. And that's going to be a hitting error point to the Tigers, leading 20-8. Serve this time from the Tigers is just long. Point to the Lady Braves, but late in the first set, down 20-9. Substitution for the Braves coming in, number 4. Jocelyn Janasek replacing Riley Stanley. Nia Johnson serving just inside the left side of the key. Ellis, returned by the Tigers. And a little late to the party that time, Katie Rains. Nice effort on the dig, but got there just a hair late after the ball had hit the floor. 21-9 Tigers. Adele Petratus, left side. Her serve is, again, misplayed by Rains. Sarah Jackson can't get there in time. Screened off by Rains, and it's 22-9. Yamhill-Carlton well in control of the first set. Serve from the Tigers. This time Rains, nice job, but nearly hits it into the student section. Returned by Van Aken for the Braves. Tigers are ready for it and returned. Again, getting there just late is Rains and has it go off her knee as she tries to slide late. 23-9 for the Tigers, 2 points away from a first set victory. Serve from YC. Probably should have let that one go. Rains plays it, pops it up. Jackson goes back to get it near the end line. Returned by the Braves. Tigers are there. Returned by Vickers, and we're going to get a hitting error. I think too many hits for the Tigers. And Lady Braves get the side out, just now reaching double digits, trailing 23-10 in the first set. Serve from Evans, far side short. Dugout returned off the dig. Van Aken sets up Walker, returns it across on the second hit. And returned by the Tigers out of the back row. Nice effort from Rains, but it's going to be returned wide to the far side. And it's set point for the Lady Tigers, up 24-10. Serve from the Tigers, dug out by Rains. Evans sets up Walker. Back line just misses, very close. But the first set will go to the YC Tigers, 25-10. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with set number 2 when we return.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
To complement your summer fun, Wana Credit Union is providing rates as low as 2.49% on motorhomes, travel trailers, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. Get more from your summer with a purchase or refinance through WANA Credit Union. Or visit wana.fcu.org to get started today. Some restrictions apply. Rates are subject to change. Rates and terms based on applicant's creditworthiness and term of loan. Membership required. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
And we're back. Lady Braves losing the first game 25-10 to the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers. YC should get the serve to start the second set as the Lady Braves had the serve to start the match as the home team. First serve from Yamhill-Carlton, dug out by the Braves. Returned. And Banks is going to pick up the first point, leading 1-0 in the second set after trailing 25-10. Or losing the first set 25-10. Coming in for the Braves, Madison Walker replacing Hayden Rockwell. Saunders from just inside the left of the key near the left low block. Short serve, but dug out by the Tigers and tried to punch it over the top of the net, but coming up short, Nora Lisa Gang. And Lady Braves with back-to-back points to start the second set. Serve from Saunders. Ellis. Returned by the Tigers. Back row to Evans, far right side. Returned by the Braves. Tigers are there, blocked at the net. Nice job by Rains. Nice effort by Maddie Walker to dump it over behind her back. Returned by the Tigers, but Rains dives and can't get there in time. And the Tigers have their first point of the second set, trailing 2-1. Serve from Adair for the Tigers, dug out by Rains. Evans, Walker returns it. Back row, just misses the end line and tied at 2 after back-to-back points from the Tigers to tie it early in the second set. The serve from Adair, too long, and the Braves regain the lead after the service error from YC, leading 3-2 in the second set. Nora Johnson, the three-sport star athlete for the Braves, also a pretty decent basketball player. Serve is returned by YC. Lady Braves get it back across, and then Yamhill-Carlton falls asleep on defense in the back row. Back-to-back points again for the Braves, leading 4-2. Serve from Naya. Back row popped up by Ellis. Not very good, but YC is ready for it. Diving effort from Johnson to Van Aken. Returned by Evans. YC back across the net. Saunders far side. Evans. And we're going to get a hitting error on the Braves, I think. Side out back to the Tigers, trailing 4-3. Nora Lisa Gang, just outside the left of the key by the left low block. Popped up by the Braves. Van Aken. Returned by Jackson. Too much. I don't know what these girls have been eating, but a lot of energy for this home opener, and too much, in fact. Most of the points they've given up to the Tigers have been on either serves or returns that have gone well beyond the end line. Evans on the return for the Braves. Tigers are ready for it. And dug out by Saunders to Evans, far side. Meant to pass it across the front line and winds up returning it. Good volley between both teams. Ellis. Returned by Vickers, far side. Saunders can't get there in time. Thought it was going to go wide, I think, near the student section, and it's just inside the right end line, and I think we're going to have an overrule, and they are going to call it wide. And now the point will go to the Lady Braves, and they'll regain the 5-4 lead. Serve from Van Aken. Lady Tigers scrambling, and too many hits, I think, and also return wide to the near side. Lady Braves with a 6-4 lead. Still early, but only one set victory so far in 2 matches. Van Aken switches sides to the near side on her serve, and this time returned by YC, and Van Aken moves over to her spot defensively and hits it high up against the back wall, and side out back to the Tigers, trailing 6-5. Saunders to Van Aken, returned by Evans for the kill. Center back row. Defender let it go. I think she thought it was going to be long, and it's 7-5 Braves. Serve from Walker. Ellis, nice diving effort from Walker to keep it alive. Van Aken returned by Bigsby. Far side to Vickers for the Tigers, and off the block of Saunders and out of bounds. Side out back to YC. Trailing 7-6. Lady Braves 2018 4A state champions. A couple of Division I female athletes on that team. McKenna Partain, one of them, and current head coach at Hermiston. McKenna Partain, it's still in Minnesota, but 7-7 tie score in our match tonight. And a defensive miscue for the Lady Tigers, and the lead goes back to the Braves. Up 8-7. Megan Bunn, the lady I was thinking of that had spent some time at Eastern Oregon as a volleyball star, now head coach at LeGrand. Serve from the Braves, barely skips across the net. 8-7 lead, returned though by the Tigers. Johnson, nice job to find a hole in the YC defense. Diving late, Kendall Vickers can't get there in time. Braves with a 9-7 lead in the second set. Bigsby serves near side. YC the return from the far side, Adair. Johnson on the return, skiffs across the top of the net. Diving effort from Adele Petratus. Can't keep it alive, though, and the Lady Braves their largest lead of the match at 10-7. YC a 1-0 lead, 25-10 in the first. Braves leading 10-7 in the second. Far side, Adair returns it from the far side. Evans tries to angle it from out of bounds across the way along the front line, and it's too much and out of bounds. 10-8, side out back to the Tigers. Substitution for the Braves. Serving for the Tigers, Flavia Miuzzi. Popped up by Van Aken. Evans, I think we're going to get a lift. By the Braves, now trailing 10-9. Back-to-back points for the Tigers to pull back within one. Miuzzi holding serve. Back row Saunders, Van Aken to Johnson for the kill far side. Communication issues from the Tigers and libero Kaya Ellis. Braves back to a 2-point lead and the side out. And hitting error for Miuzzi. Kaya Ellis can't chase it down. Braves back to a 3-point lead at 12-9. And the serve misplayed by Vickers for the Tigers. Tried to jump and tips it out of bounds. 14-9, 13-9 Lady Braves, 4-point lead. Serve this time goes long, and it's 13-10. In favor of the Lady Braves. Side out back to the Tigers. Volley between both teams, returned by YC. Nice dig by Riley Stanley, near side, returned by Van Aken. Rockwell out of the back row. YC gets it back across. Van Aken to Johnson, down the back line, just a hair long. Side out back to the Tigers, trailing 13-11. Ellis the serve far side of the key. Van Aken pops it up nearly into the bleachers, but Evans keeps it alive. Returned by Saunders and misplayed by Vickers. Side out back to the Braves, 14-11. Walker comes in, replacing Hayden Rockwell. 14-11 Braves lead. Saunders will serve from the center of the key. Dug out by Miuzzi. And the kill from Natalie Frey finds a hole in the center of the Braves defense. 14-12. Tigers back within two. Adair. Her serve dug out by Walker near side. Evans back to Walker for the kill. Too much for Kaya Ellis to handle that time. Side out back to the Braves, leading 15-12. Lady Braves will be in a tournament at Forest Grove on Saturday. We'll try to bring you as much of that tournament as we can. However, due to the fact that we will not know match times other than the first match at 8 o'clock against Forest Grove, we'll just leave YouTube up and post on the screen when game times will be. Blocked by YC that time at the net and side out back to the Tigers. Trailing 15-13. Lady Braves have only had one set victory in their first two matches. Nia Johnson comes out, replaced by Sierra Jackson. Lisa Gang serving for YC. Back row, Saunders. Far side picked up by Evans. Needs to get it up closer to the net. Jackson down the far side and returned wide to the far side of the court. 15-14 Tigers back within one. Lisa Gang serve. Walker to Evans near side. Nice job by Bigsby to come up with the return. Blocked at the net by Walker and Van Aken, but gets through, and Evans can't get there in time, and we're tied at 15 in the second set. Serve from Adair, or Lisa Gang. Evans far side, returned by Van Aken, popped up by the Tigers back row and misplayed. I think she mistimed her jump that time. Kendall Vickers caught the ball on the way down and barely was able to get on it with her fingertips. Comes up well short, 16-15. Lady Braves regain a slim 1-point lead. Van Aken far side, well short with her serve. Side out back to the Tigers, tied now at 16. Serve from YC, popped up by Saunders. Natalie Frey on the serve for YC. Return by the Braves. Miuzzi near side, popped up by Van Aken. Evans to Walker for the kill. Too much for Dorothy Adair. All she could do was let that one go by and try to avoid the bullet. Lady Braves back to a 1-point lead at 17-16. Walker to serve far side, just short off the top of the tape, and side out back to the Tigers. Back and forth now as we get towards the later stages of the second set, tied again, this time at 17. Vickers, long jump serve far side, popped up by Rockwell, Van Aken. Evans, well short, not enough energy on that return, and the Tigers have their first lead, I believe, of the second set, up 18-17. Serve from YC. Evans to Saunders. I think we're going to have we have a hitting error on the Braves. On Saunders, and now the Tigers a 2-point lead at 19-17. Very close, and it's going to be ruled just long. Side out back to the Lady Braves, trailing 19-18. Serve from Bigsby. Far side picked up by Miuzzi. And the block. I think it was Saunders and Evans that time, tied at 19. Bigsby's serve again, dug out by Ellis. Popped over by YC, dug out by Rockwell. Van Aken sets it across. YC is ready for it, again on the return, blocked. Nice dig by Bigsby. Van Aken to Evans far side, and we're going to get a hitting error on the Braves. Point will go to the Tigers, regaining the lead at 20-19. Substitution for the Braves. Riley Stanley will come in for Bigsby after she goes out following her serve. Jump serve from Miuzzi. Saunders Set across by Van Aken. YC is ready for it. Adair on the return. And Van Aken slipped on her pass and hitting error on the Braves. 21-19 YC, and we have a timeout, Lady Braves. Much better effort in the second set from the Lady Braves, but late in the second, YC back to a 2-point lead at 21-19. Lady Tigers a 1-0 lead. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
And we're back 21-19. Lady Braves trailing by 2 after having the lead for much of the second set. Still only a 1-set victory in 8 matches on the season. 0-2 after a sweep at Malala and a 3-1 loss at Corbett last week. Jump serve from Mayuzi. Picked up by Evans, far side. Dumped over by the Tigers. Nice dig by Evans to get it back across. That will fire up the student section. Van Aken to Johnson. Too much. Wide to the far right corner. And 22-19. Tigers now a 3-point lead. Serve from Mayuzi. Stanley to Van Aken, returned by Evans. Right to Vickers, returned by the Tigers. Nice job by Van Aken to keep it alive. Johnson dumps it over, finds a hole in the Tigers' defense, left center, or near side center of the Tigers' defense. Lady Braves get a side out and the point back, trailing 22-20. Evans and Mayuzi probably should have let that one go. Gets her mitts on it and hits it out of play. 22-21. Evans with an ace that time on her serve. And this one is going to go long, 23-21. Side out back to the Tigers. Ellis gets the go-ahead for her serve. Rockwell to Evans. Saunders high, but well out of bounds to the far side. And set point to the Lady Tigers in the second set, up 24-21. Jump serve from Ellis, short, but Johnson is there. Evans turned by Van Aken. Back across by Vickers. Diving late is Evans, and the second set goes to the YC Lady Tigers. 25-21, now up 2-0. 1 set away from a 3-set sweep. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back after this with the third set.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand it's more than a farm, it's your life. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect what you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Call American Family Agent Terry Powell in Gaston, 503-521-8842.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. I'm Chris Recheck, your Forest Grove Edward Jones financial advisor. At Edward Jones, we believe in building a complete picture of your financial life, including your goals and passions, so we can help you work toward achieving what's most important to you. Call me at 503-359-4092 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey Brave fans, this is Chris Lyda, the voice of the Braves, here to tell you about Econofab Buildings. Econofab is a third-generation family-owned and operated pole building company located right here in Brave Country. Econofab has been in business for almost 50 years, constructing shops, garages, and barns. I had them build my 2 shops, and as a satisfied and repeat customer, I'm here to tell you that Econofab puts the fab in fabulous. Go visit them online at econofabbuildings.com.
And we're back for the start of the third set. Lady Braves trailing 2-0. Still looking for their first match victory after losses at Malala, getting swept, and at Corbett, losing 3-1 last week. After tonight, they'll have a match at North Marion in Aurora. Our next broadcast will be Friday night at Estacada for football. Number 3 Banks versus number 5 Estacada Rangers. First serve from Saunders is returned off the top of the net by Madison Walker for the first point. Lady Braves with a 1-0 lead in the third set, trailing 2-0. And the serve from the Lady Braves comes up short on the return from YC off the near side on the north side of the court. 2-0 Banks. Blocked. Returned by YC. Van Aken to Walker, but right there for the Tigers, number 7, Natalie Frey. Tigers get their first point of the third set, trailing 2-1. Serve from the Tigers Adair. Returned. Frey finds a hole. Van Aken tries to get over there in time, but comes up short, and we're tied at 2. Skips across the net off the serve from Adair. Braves come up with the return, blocked by Evans. Battle at the net, won by the Braves. Walker and Evans from the far side. Too much for the Tigers, and the Braves regain the lead at 3-2. And the serve from Nia Johnson is long. Side out back to the Tigers, tied at 3 in the third set. YC a 2-0, 2-0 lead. Adele Petratus. Noise from the student section, and Sierra Jackson misplays it and sets it to the back wall over her head and behind her. Out of bounds to the Tigers. YC regains the lead 4-3. Serve this time popped up by Saunders. Van Aken. Returned by Janasek. Tigers, nice dig by Saunders, but right into the far side pole in front of the official stand, and it's 5-3 YC. Jump serve from Adele Petratus. Van Aken back to Jackson, returned out of the back row. Ellis back sets and goes behind the near side net pole and out of bounds. Side out back to the Braves, trailing 5-4. Evans, her serve dug out of the back row. Returned by Maiuzi. Saunders to Evans, sets up Walker. Tipped over, and I think YC bench wanted a net contact from Madison Walker, and it's the return attempt from the Tigers is going to go out of bounds, and we're tied at 5. Serve from Evans. Returned by YC. Janasek, Lady Braves come up with a return. Vickers gets it across for the Braves. Evans to Walker on the return, and just wide to the near side on the return. 6-5. Tigers regain the lead. Third set up 2-0. 25-10, 25-21, and communication errors from Van Aken and Saunders. And the point goes to YC, now stretching the lead to 2 at 7-5. Serve from Natalie Frey. Jackson misplays it, wasn't ready. And point off the serve for YC, now up 8-5 in the third set. Serve from Natalie Frey. And misplayed by Van Aken. Unfortunately, the student section can't play, and that's pretty much where the ball ended up. And it's 9-5 Tigers. And Stephanie Wayne may need to think about a timeout here if the Tigers stretch this any further. Serve from YC, returned by Van Aken. Hit across by Vickers, returned by Evans for the Braves. YC is ready. Again, Vickers on the return. Saunders misplays it, nearly dug out by Van Aken, but far side front row tries to keep it alive and are unable to do so safely despite the hard effort, and YC has now reached double digits with a 10-5 lead in the third, and a hitting error from the Braves. Defensive error from the Braves off the serve. Stephanie Wayne still not off the bench. 11-5 Tigers. Jackson will come out, replaced by Katie Rains. The serve from Natalie Frey. Nice job by Van Aken to come up and play it, returning it off the first hit. Dug out by Saunders off the return. Nice one-handed effort from Janicek to keep it alive. Returned by the Braves. Blocked. Walker. Returned by Rains. Good effort both teams into the back row. Dug out by Saunders. Evans diving effort. And Van Aken couldn't get an angle on it, kept it alive, but too close to the net, and the point goes again to the Tigers, leading 12-5 in the third. Stephanie Wayne off the bench. We have a officials timeout working on something with the book at the scorers table. Again, we won't know times for the Forest Grove tournament outside of the first match, which is set for 8 o'clock against Forest Grove, and that is a tournament. Once we have other times, we'll post those on Facebook. Served by the Tigers, returned by the Lady Braves. Vickers far side for YC, down the far side. I think somebody from the Braves got a finger on it, but unable to keep it in play. 13-5, and YC is in control in the third set. Serve from Natalie Frey. Van Aken gets there late. Able to dive and get her mitts on it, but tried to go parallel to the floor, and 14-5. Tigers with the lead in the third. Saunders. Better effort defensively, returned by Rains. Far side, Vickers on the return. Too much this time, and the Braves finally get the side out, trailing 14-6 in the third. Walker serve, and we had a substitution issue, a rotation issue on the Tigers, so a point for the Braves on a personnel issue for YC. The serve from Walker. Ellis, this time the Tigers are ready, set back across. Evans to Van Aken, and a hitting error on the Braves. Tigers get the side out and a 15-7 lead. Walker comes out for the Braves. The serve from Vickers, short, and it goes off the face and chest of Rains. 16-7 Tigers. Jump serve from Vickers far side. Evans. Saunders near side, misplayed it. Off of her wrist. 17-7. Tigers by 10. Official looking at Stephanie Wayne. I think she's contemplating a timeout. Saunders off the serve. Evans back sets to Van Aken. Popped up by Vickers. Communication issues by the Tigers. Kaylee Williams decides to go late and not in time. Side out back to the Braves. Trailing 17-8. Johnson and Stanley will come in replacing Sierra Jackson and Jocelyn Janicek. Serve from Stanley. Picked up by the Tigers, blocked at the net. Nice diving effort from Evans to return it nearly from her backside. YC the return just long and back-to-back points for the Lady Braves, trailing 17-9. Serve from Stanley. Returned by Vickers, diving effort. Nice effort from Evans to somehow, from underneath the net, make it over and keep it in play, but the return from Saunders is too long. Side out back to the Tigers, trailing 18-9. Serve from YC, diving effort from Rockwell, gets it across on the first hit, off the net. YC with the return, Van Aken gets it across for the Braves. Ellis, YC returned far side by Dorothy Adair, but out to the far side, 18-10. Braves get the side out back within 8. Serve from the Braves. Returned by YC, dug out by Stanley. Van Aken. Evans returns it. Ellis for YC is there, returned by the Tigers. Evans far side, returns it off the pass. Return from Adair, too long, 18-11. Lady Braves within 7. Van Aken's attempt is across into the bottom of the net by the Tigers, but I think number 9 made contact across the line of Del Petratus. It's 18-12 Braves within 6. Returned by YC, off the serve by Van Aken, but into the net. And Lady Braves are making a little bit of a run. Now within 5 at 18-13. Serve from Van Aken is short, but makes it across the net. Returned by the Tigers, Van Aken. Johnson into the net. 19-13 YC with the side out after the Braves made a little bit of inroads into this Tigers double-digit lead, cutting it to 5. YC, Ellis to serve. Jump serve dug out by Rockwell, dug out by Van Aken. Lady Braves able to play it off the net and get it across. Blocked at the net, Johnson to Van Aken, back to Johnson near side. Too much. Could tell after she made contact. 20-13 Tigers. Hoping to put the Braves away here in 3 sets, and we have thought we had a timeout. Ellis off the net, and a point for the Tigers, leading 21-13 off the serve. Now we do have a timeout by the Braves. 21-13 Tigers in the third set, about to put this match to bed. Up 8 in the third with a 2-0 lead. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
And we're back. YC with a 2-0 lead. leading 21-13 in the second set. Banks, close as they were able to get as far as set score, was 25-21, despite having the lead much of the second set. 0-2 on the season after getting swept at Malala and losing 3-1 at Corbett last week. Kaya Ellis hoping to serve her team to victory. 4 points away. Her serve, a couple of Braves players, Evans and Rockwell, come together, but able to get it across, and Yamhill-Carlton comes up short into the bottom of the net off their return. 21-14. Side out back to the Braves. Saunders waiting for the go-ahead for the serve. Gets the whistle for the go-ahead. Dug out by Vickers. Far side, YC goes to Adair, and it's down the near side. Point to the Tigers, back to an 8-point lead late, 22-14. Adair serve near the end line, and just long, 22-15. Braves back within 7, but running out of time in the third set. Substitution for the Braves. Janicek comes in for Riley Stanley. So it's Stanley, Madison Walker, and Haley Evans across the front row. Nia Johnson gets the whistle. Popped up by YC, returned across the way near far side to Vickers. And Saunders slides late, far side, but can't get there in time. 23-15, short side out for the Braves. Jackson comes in for Nia Johnson. (23-15). I believe it's Adele Petratus serving for the Tigers. Kind of hard to tell the difference between the 9 and the 8. Working on a issue with the scores table before we return to play. Near side official, I think, making sure rotations and substitutions are correct. Serve from the far side for the Tigers from the east end of the court. Van Aken to Janicek, mistimed her jump. A lot of young players on varsity this year for the Braves, despite the high number of seniors. 24-15 match point for YC. And Jackson kept alive by Van Aken, returned by Evans. YC on the return, dug out by Rains, able to return it out of the back row, dumped over by YC. Van Aken backsets to Evans, returns into the back corner, and the Braves will live to see another point and get the side out, trailing 24-16. Serve from Evans, couple of YC players come together, but return blocked by Walker, and that's going to be it. Final score, YC wins it 25-10, 25-21, 25-16. Thanks for watching tonight's volleyball broadcast between the YC Tigers and the Banks Braves. We'll be back Friday night from Estacada with 4A top 5 football as the number 3 Banks Braves travel to the number 5 Estacada Rangers. Thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening.